How we're doing, Red? Sammy from United People's TV here with a live match reaction after that shit performance against Liverpool at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Man United 0. I've seen more passion in a can of Rubicon. That was nothing short of abysmal, diabolical, embarrassing. When you go and play Liverpool as Man United at Anfield, you die on the pitch. You leave everything on the pitch. The only one person who can come away from that game with any sort of credibility, David de Gea. Apart from that, every single player should be embarrassed, right from every player that was on the pitch, from Van Gaal to his ridiculous decisions. Let's go right from the top in the game. We had Marcus Rashford after 15 seconds with a half chance. That was probably one of our best chances of the game. And that sums it all up. Yeah, it was a hostile start at Anfield. That's what you expect. You're playing in enemy territory. You expect them to be hostile, loud, and, you know, Liverpool came out the blocks firing. I don't think that Liverpool's penalty was a penalty. I don't know. Memphis, it wasn't even pulling him down. It was just like contact with the player, and it started outside of the box. So I don't know what Howard Webb was talking about on BT Sport. It just, for me, it didn't look like a penalty. But, you know, David de Gea got his fingertips to it, and he couldn't save it. 1-0 up. You know, it's quite embarrassing how much in the gutter we would be this season if David de Gea wasn't our goalkeeper. David de Gea in that game, it should have been, it finished 2-0, it should have been 3-4, 5-0. But David de Gea stopped that from happening. He was the only player who applied himself in his position in that game. Nobody else did. You know, it's all those positives that we built up from those games against Shrewsbury, Midtjylland, Arsenal and Watford have been eaten away by United, by Louis van Gaal. You get Herrera, who's taken out for Fellaini. Oh, all of a sudden, we can't fucking play football. What a surprise. Yes, we were shit against West Brom. We were worse tonight against Liverpool in, I think, the biggest game of the season. It doesn't matter what's happened in the season. It doesn't matter what's happened the game before. It's Liverpool away. Nothing else matters. If you can win that game, as we found out with that 1-0 win against Anfield early this season, it can transform the feeling among fans. That was humiliating. I'm humiliated as a fan. I don't know what those players are thinking in that dressing room. But I don't get, for example, why did Louis van Gaal break up that partnership with Schneiderlin and Herrera? One of the only good things that has been happening in the past few weeks. We finally seem to have got a central midfield partnership that was working together. What happens? Oh, you know what? Let's drop Herrera. Let's get, you know, let's get Fellaini in there. That's a good idea. No, it's not. Fellaini can't fucking play football. We all know that. Everyone's going to say we're getting on Fellaini's back. Fellaini's not the scapegoat, but it's unfortunate. Van Gaal puts him in that position, and he can't fucking play football for 90 minutes. Bring him on in those last 15 minutes. If you know you're 1-0 down, or you need to hold the game up in the final third, then bring him on. Use him to his strengths. Don't expect him to play as a central midfielder for 90 minutes, especially when he hasn't played in a month. It's fucking ridiculous. You know, and Liverpool gave it to us in that second half. Sturridge came off after the hour mark. They had no striker on the pitch. They were sitting really, really deep. They were inviting United onto them. And we had a good little spread of pressure. But lo and behold, he had taken Marcus Rashford off for Michael Carrick. And one of the strangest substitutions you will ever see, let alone for the fact that Michael Carrick was completely at fault for Liverpool's second goal. You can't take one of our electric youngsters off. Yes, Marcus Rashford wasn't playing that well, but he's a goal scorer. We're 1-0 down, Louis. You don't take off a goal scorer. Yeah, it seems like United's problems are all self-inflicted this season. As I said, Herrera coming off for Fellaini, Carrick coming off for Rashford. We're making our own problems. It's fucking ridiculous. And I'm going to go back to it. But Carrick, what were you doing? Just clear the ball. Carrick this season, I don't know what's happened to him. All these injuries have ruined his momentum, but Carrick has been awful. And we've got Daley Blind, who's played his 12th game in a row, full 90 minutes again. Blind didn't even play that bad today. I thought Blind actually played quite well. So I'm not saying anything about Blind, but when you've got a man who's played that much football and who needs a rest that bad, and he's still getting played for 90 minutes, I don't know what's going on. For me, I've said it loads this season, Van Gaal needs to go. Van Gaal looks out of date. We have a man who, when plan A fails, we stick with plan A. We have not got a plan fucking B. We have not got a plan fucking C. We're going to stick to plan A and cross our fingers and hope that that plan A might eventually work. Lo and behold, it doesn't. And Liverpool stroll to a win with a penalty that I don't think was a penalty and a goal that we gave them on a plate. They beat us 2-0 at home and we made it easy for them. You never make it easy for Liverpool. There's one thing you're going to do. You don't make it easy for Liverpool. If you lose, you know what? Fuck it, you lost. But make sure you leave everything on that pitch. We didn't. We didn't leave anything there today. That was such a tragic performance. And the worst thing is it's not all surprising. Is the problems, as I said, are all self-inflicted. They haven't come out of nowhere. They're not a surprise to anybody. But it's happened again. And now going into that fixture next week, we're 2-0 down. 1 goal from Liverpool means we need 4 goals. When was the last time we scored 4 goals? Midtjylland. Liverpool are not Midtjylland. I don't know. It was just, it screams of naivety. It screams, I don't know what it screams of, but it doesn't scream of a man who's going to take United forward and solve our problems that he himself has created. It was an embarrassing performance tonight. And let me know in the comments below what you think of the game. But that was humiliating. If there's one thing you're going to do against Liverpool, is you're going to fucking leave everything on that pitch. I'm not even sure if all the players came on the pitch in the first place tonight. That was shocking and embarrassing. That's it from the match review today. Leave your comments below as always, and we'll chat, I suppose.